and welcome to another episode of Wednesdays with WV. My guest on this episode is one who wanted to become a priest, but thankfully the good Lord felt that cricket should not lose out. Hence, he nudged him into cricket, and what a great career he's had. He's got almost all the bowling records that he can think of, but he's always remained a humble human being right through, and he still keeps the same attitude in life. It's my pleasure to introduce to you Chaminda Vaas. Welcome, Vasi. First of all,
Thank,
thanks for turning up on time and sparing your time.
thank you, Raman. Thank you for having me on this show, and thank you, everyone.
Sri Lanka has this unique future of school cricket being the pipeline for international cricket. You are obviously a product of that as well. When were you spotted? At what age?
I started Raman. I started playing cricket when I was age of 7, and I was playing with my brothers and friends back home, playing softball cricket. That's how I started playing cricket because I love the game. My passion was towards the game, and that's how I started my journey and playing for school cricket under 11, under 13, under 15, and under 17. That's how I started coming through the ladder and playing for international cricket.
The other unique feature about Colombo is that it has a lot of grounds in the heart of the city. So easy access for kids, isn't it, to play on good grounds?
Yeah, we have so many grounds, and even schools have grounds and playing school cricket there, and even the first class grounds all based in Colombo, most of the grounds. So it's easy for kids to start playing cricket in Colombo area. Not only Colombo, even outstation we have so many grounds.
Yeah, first class cricket is something everybody has to pass through to get to international cricket. When you started out in the 90s playing first class cricket, how competitive was it?
Well, it's not easy, but during 90s, even 80s, we didn't have much of political influences, and we had only 12 first class teams, and few even there are about 30 to 40 schools. Cricket has been playing cricket in Colombo area, even outstation. But during those days, it's very easy and very competitive, and to play for school cricket. But very easy during that time, but very competitive. And being a cricketer, you have to fight for your places, and and only talented and players who have played for school cricket and got into first class cricket. So it's very easy during that time, but it's totally different.
Does school cricket continue to be the pipeline for Sri Lankan cricket now?
Yeah, same at it is, and now it's become more schools has been involved now, and we have been having so many cricketers coming through school structure.
For any cricketer across the world, the gap between first class cricket and international cricket is really huge. How huge was the difference for you when you were catapulted into international cricket?
Like I said, Raman, when I started playing, there are quite a few schools involved, because the infrastructure was so good, and it's very competitive during that time to play cricket, and only the talented people who have opportunity to play for the team and coming through it, and that's how we have produced so many good cricketers in 80s and 90s, and now is totally different.
Yeah, I've had some idea of Sri Lankan cricket because I'm from Tamil Nadu, as you know, and we used to have that Gopalan Trophy. I've heard of the KL Gamuwas, of course. I've seen Ashanta Dimel, and then came Rumesh Ratnaike. Who was your inspiration?
Well, when I started playing school cricket, my heroes was like Dilip Mendes, Roy Dias, Siddharth, and being a fast bowler, Asanta Dimel, Ravi Ratnayaka, Salia Hangama, and those are the guys who had inspiration for me to uh, play for cricket, and like looking at them, want to be like them.
Pitches in Colombo have something on offer for the medium paces. Now, forget the test match pitches. We're not talking about that. But the pitches on which you play perhaps first class cricket and school cricket, I've seen those pitches have something in it for the fast bowler. Was it an encouraging factor for you to take up fast bowling?
Uh, I always want to be a fast bowler. Even my school career, I started as a batsman. I opened the batting and I opened the bowling. But in my latter part, like I was totally concentrating my bowling. But even school cricket, the pitches was really good. Suit for fast bowlers, to encourage fast bowlers to bowl, bend their back and bowl and get wickets. So I was so happy to see that the wickets are good for the fast bowlers.
Now, talking of your batting, you talked about it in your usual humility. Did you pay enough attention to your batting? You could have done a lot more in batting, wasn't it?
I started as a batsman in my school career, and I was concentrating batting more than bowling. But when I joined first class cricket and the international arena, um, I didn't have much time to concentrate my batting, even though I didn't get an opportunity to bat in the middle or practices. So I always concentrate my bowling, and then I realized that the batting is very important as a fast bowler all around, and then started my to concentrate my batting as well.
Let's talk a little bit about that 93. South Africa were in Sri Lanka. Brett Schultz was making an impression. You were planning to become a priest, but there comes a messenger, Sanat Jayasuriya, takes you to the nets. Talk us through that and what happened after that.
I was in the pool, and we have been practicing, and after practices, Sanat came to me and said that, mm, are you hurry to go home? I said, no. I said, I'm going in a bus, so I have plenty of time. So he said that, can you do me a favor, and can you bowl to me at the nets, because they are preparing for South African tour, and Brett Schulz is one of the great fast bowlers during that time, and he's very quick. And I was bowling to Sanat, and almost 1 hour. And after that, Sanat dropped me home. So my cricket was turning from there, and just practicing with the national cricketers, people like Arjuna, Aravind, Roshan, Hashan, and then I was playing first class cricket, because I did really well first class cricket. That's how I got into national team.
You spoke about bowling for an hour. Was that a regular thing that happened during your career? You bowled for hours?
Well, during that time, we didn't have physios, we didn't have trainers, but most of the bowlers during that time, we have been bowling quite a while. Bowling 1 hour, 1.5 hours. Sometimes I bowl with the national players. Once I finish, I'll go to my club. Again, I'll bowl for half an hour, 45 minutes. It's that's I think that's how I have improved my bowling skills. Normally, you say being a fast bowler, you need to have a muscle memory, and that's how I think my muscles have recalled that bowling all the time, and bowling consistent line and length. That's how I learned to bowl good areas most of the time.
Before you burst into the scene, Romesh Ratnayake hitting Clive Lloyd on the face was what made people sit up and notice when it came to fast bowlers from Sri Lanka. Do you remember that incident?
I have seen videos, but I haven't seen live. And um, after few months, I have seen that video. So Romesh was one of the quickest fast bowlers Sri Lanka ever produced, and during that time, Romesh was in the peak, and he has been performing really well.
A contrasting individual, isn't it? Romesh Ratnayake, good fast bowler, aggressive on the field, but off the field, an absolute gentleman.
He is a gentleman, and absolutely, like you said, Raman is really nice person. But he always but he's not a um, person who wants to injure people. He just
Yeah, I know.
is a nice.
Violence is not in him. Violence is not in
Yeah,
him. It just happened on a
yeah,
field of
yeah. But being a fast bowler, he doesn't have a killing instinct, and he's very nice person and very humble. Even now, he's same as like those days.
Getting back to you, 1 year into international cricket, you made a huge impact at Napier. That was a great moment, obviously. One of the greatest moments in your career.
Well, I started my journey from there, and first I played one day games against India. My first game in Rajkot, and I think uh, my career was turned from there, and playing Sri Lanka regularly, and first Test match win overseas, and it's a great moment, and I have contributed, and I've taken 10 wickets, and we won the match. First time we won a Test match outside Sri Lanka.
You're the second highest wicket taker for Sri Lanka, of course. The one at the top is Muralidharan. Now, no diplomacy, Vasi. How much did Muralidharan benefit with you bowling from the other end? Left arm
Uh,
seamer, the boot marks. Of course, Murli
I
could
think
turn the ball on any surface.
Murli has benefit hugely, uh, because I never, being a fast bowler, I never complain bowling in subcontinent, and even Sri Lanka, they always preparing wickets for spinners. But being a fast bowler, you have to able to bowl with your backhand bowl any surface in the world. So I never complain, but whatever the wicket I get, I always done well, and I always support Murli. And if I say Murli taken 800 wickets, I can say that because of me, and I supported from the other end. Sometimes he comes to me and say after lunch, Vasi, can you bowl 8 overs with me from the other end? I have done it. I have done many times. So I never complain. Even the captains always throw the ball to me, and I say no to him. I always bowl right throughout in my career.
Yeah, they say bowlers hunt in pairs. Here it's a strange combination. One seamer and one spinner bowling in tandem and creating nightmares for batters.
Well. It's being when you play cricket. When we talk about batting partnerships, and when you have batting partnerships, the scoreboard is ticking. It's like same when it comes to bowling. In bowling, partnership is the most important thing, and you can able to get wickets, because when someone is bowling tight from the other end, other person will get wickets. So it happened to me also. Even Murli was sometimes bowl made novers. I have taken wickets. So it's all about partnership when it comes to Test cricket.
You played a lot of county cricket. How did it help you? And what about workload management?
County cricket you're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's good for a fast bowler to play at least one season, county season. I played for four counties. I think I played for Hampshire. I played for Middlesex, Worcester, and last thing was Northampton. Played for 3 years, but it's a great opportunity for a fast bowler to play there and learn so many things from county cricket. One thing you will learn is patience and consistency, and you're bowling plenty of overs there because playing as a professional cricketer, they always throw the ball at you, and they expecting you to perform really well there. And I think I have bowled about 1,000 overs in a county championship. The most important thing is injuries. But if you have a good physics, if you are trained hard, if you take the fitness serious, I think being a fast bowler, you can able to survive in county championship.
What I found remarkable in your career was you said now, which I also knew, you bowled a lot in the nets, you bowled a lot in county cricket, and of course in international cricket there was no stopping you. But yet the remarkable thing in your career was there's hardly any case of you sustaining a serious injury. How was that possible?
Well, fitness is my ultimate goal, and I have taken serious fitness. You being a cricketer, you need to have fitness. If you don't have fitness, if you don't do your fitness regime properly, you tend to get injuries, especially fast bowlers. But I have taken serious, so I have extremely um, devoted for fitness. So that's how I think my even career expand, playing for mm, many years for Sri Lanka. So that's how I uh, played so many years for Sri Lanka cricket. And even now, I always tell the youngsters, fitness is the most important thing for a sportsman. If you want to play for, if you want to expand your career, take the fitness in a proper way and enjoy.
Vasi, I've got some inside information. Your fitness was not then. Even today, I'm told you do a 2 kilometer run within 7 minutes, isn't it?
I do 7:30, and even Raman, even now, I really enjoy fitness. So to keep my uh, day going, I always take fitness seriously, and I'm still enjoying. Even Saturdays, I do half a marathon in 2 hours and 15 minutes, and that's how I keep my day. And even during week, I always enjoy my fitness.
Continue doing Vasi. I'll be there with you mentally always.
Yeah, yeah, you got to be strong in your mind, even though you're not playing cricket anymore, but trying to be fit and not to impress anyone, but just to keep yourself, and you have to be happy what you're doing.
You, along with Imran Khan, have a unique record of having captured 14 wickets in a test match in the subcontinent. Proud of it, obviously.
uh yeah, it's very proud. And when I see Imran during that time, he's a legend, and what he has done for Pakistan cricket, amazing. And I always want to be like Imran, Wasim. I have followed, and still when I started my international career, Wasim Akram was my hero, and I was trying to compare with Wasim, and I want to be like Wasim Akram one day. And somehow, when I see now, so I have come across close to Wasim, and I'm still enjoying what Wasim has done for Pakistan cricket.
What was it like bowling to the Fab Five of the Indian batting lineup, either in Sri Lanka or in India? That was some batting lineup, wasn't it? The Tendulkars, the Dravids, the Ganggulis, the Sehwags, and the Lakshmans.
it's not easy, Raman. Not only one batsman. when
Yeah.
you when you have so many good players in the Indian team, so you need to concentrate. You need to be focused. Sachin, Rahul Dravid, Saurav Ganguly, even Sehwag, and VV Lakshman. Then um, so many good cricketers, and the margin of error for these great cricketers is more less, and you need to be put the ball right areas to minimize the damage, and which I've learned from practices, and doing all the good things in practices make it happen in the matches. So one of the great batting line which I experience bowling to great batters in the world.
Ranatunga has a special place in the hearts of his teammates and also in Sri Lankan cricket. His leadership qualities were phenomenal, weren't they?
Well, he's a leader, and he's a great leader. He's a inspiration leader, and even 90s, 92, 93, before the World Cup, he stood against all the youngsters, and he had the five senior cricketers along with Aravind, Roshan, Hashan, Asanka. So he has taken all the decisions from them. But even though others contribute to the team when it comes to decision making, and he's the first person to take all the decisions. And even we had so many issues during '96, but I never felt, and he never, as a leader, he never give any burden for youngsters, and he has coped with it, and he proved that he's a great leader. Being a great leader, I think you need to have that kind of a leader to in a team to do well.
For the clarity of everybody outside of Sri Lanka, the relationship between Chaminda Vaas, the coach, and Sri Lankan cricket has been a bit of a Tom and Jerry kind of thing, isn't it? Why?
Well, being a coach, one thing I realized, Raman, and after doing all the level 2 and level 3 coaching courses, but you need to have man management, and you need to take care of the young cricketers. And I didn't have any issues with the players. I was managed them really well, and and taking care of them. But like I said earlier, nowadays the politics has been involved with a lot of sports in Sri Lanka, especially cricket, and it's not easy, and it's not very. You can't say it's very difficult to do anything with the players or the management or anything, where the political influences have come hard into cricket.
Is rather unfortunate. The recent strife and struggles that's been the thing for people in Sri Lanka. Gut wrenching, isn't it, to see all that happening?
Well, we have gone through a lot, Raman, for the last 8 months, and people are absorbing, and it's not easy for as a country struggling for everything. We have a gas issue, we have electricity, petrol, food crisis, but we managed to support the communities, and helping them to come out it, and but you can't expect from people to change. Even everybody has to change, people are expecting system change, but more than the government, we all have to sacrifice, and we all have to change, and look for the future. And it's getting better, but it will take time, and we have to sacrifice, and just go through it.
Amidst all these struggles that the people were going through, the Sri Lankan cricket team gave a bit of a cheer for them, didn't they, when they did extraordinarily well against Australia?
Well, cricket in Sri Lanka, it's like a religion. And after winning the World Cup, and for the last 30 years, um, people are following Sri Lanka cricket, and cricket is number one in Sri Lanka. And for people, winning a test match, or winning a one day, winning a T20, that's what they have to celebrate. Even though people struggle from so many things, but winning a cricket match, they really happy, and they enjoy much. So that's what Sri Lanka had. So the Sri Lanka team is doing well, and even though they sacrifice so many things, cricket team, but they want to give something back to Sri Lankan people.
But the current day cricketers are accused of not having the pride of playing for Sri Lanka. Any merit in it?
I will disagree with that, Raman, because you can't compare generation to generation. But when we were we played for passion, pride. We played for the country. Not that these boys are not playing for country, but now his game has gone to a different level, and it's all about financial benefit. It's all about commitment. They have so many cricket. They play for the national team. They play Test cricket, T20, one day cricket, franchise cricket, all the league cricket, and but still they play for the country, and they're doing what they can for country. But the game has gone to another level, and you can't expect from them to play like those days. And generation to generation, it's going to change.
I agree with you because they are trying their hard, and when a player has a choice, he will take a choice. You can't blame him.
You
This is
can't blame it. You can't blame for new generation, and still they have passion, and pride to play for the country, and do well. But the league, franchise cricket, IPL, it has come, so they want to play those things. And being a professional cricketer, you need to earn something for them as well, because cricket, you never know whether you play for 15 years to 10 years, maybe 2-3 games. If something happened to them, there is no one to take care of them. So I'm not blaming anyone for the new generation.
yes, they got to look after their financial security as well. And talking about you again, Chaminda Vaas was a captain of Sri Lankan team for just one solitary game. Disappointed not having an extension?
Well, I was disappointed, and disheartened, but not anymore. Even my career, I never expected anything from the game, Raman. And I thought that one day I will captain for Sri Lanka, but unfortunately I couldn't. But even I would love to captain at least one test match. When I go to Sri Lanka cricket now, I can see all the test captains, but unfortunately my name is not there. The other person is Roy Dias, and even whenever I see Roy Aya, I call Roy Dias, Roy Aya brother. We were talking about those things, but I never didn't think too much. and I always want to contribute for Sri Lanka cricket. I always want to do well, and even though I haven't captain, uh, I bowl the first over. So as a leader, so I'm the one who
Led
tune the
them.
game and uh, lead the game, and just taking first wicket in the first over. So I'm quite happy, and I won't think about I don't go back and um, having issues, or I don't even think about it now.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You are also disappointed about the fact that part of your teammates did not support you when you're the vice captain.
I think I had those issues, Raman, those days, and some of the seniors didn't help me. Some of the seniors didn't even talk to me when they didn't have breakfast in the table. But it's all past and dust. I just ignore it. Even now, if I see all those cricketers who have played with me, I'm still friends. I don't take it in a bad way, but it's everything happened for the reason. I always say God is above, and but what I achieve is a lot, rather than looking as a one person captain in the team. I won't look like that, and I contribute a lot to Sri Lanka cricket. So I'm so glad, and thank God that playing 20 years for my country. That's most important thing.
Yeah, you contribute immensely to Sri Lankan cricket. You're continuing to do so in the role of a coach. Now, will we see Chaminda Vaas take up the administrator's role in the future?
Well, I go as a coach. I was involved with Sri Lanka cricket for last one like last 10 months. I was in a bubble. It's very it's difficult. Being a cricketer, being a coach. Staying in a bubble and going for the games and all. But now I'm not working Sri Lanka cricket anymore. I do my own now. I do my one-on-one classes, private coaching, and I do a lot of stint in overseas as well. I'm enjoying now. I'm very happy, and you have a freedom, you have a lot of free time, and and do something for the younger generation.
I've seen myself, I've heard from others. Chaminda Vaas is a very popular man among the voters. Any ambitions of becoming a politician, becoming a parliamentarian?
Well, so many parties have invited me to become a politician, but that's not my road, Raman. And people love me because I'm a cricketer, and you got to be honest if you do something differently. And politics is something different in our country. I think even subcontinent is different. But being a politician, you have to work for people. But I can work for people in different ways. Being a cricketer, I can help for Sri Lankan people. You can help different way for communities. But I'm happy the way I'm now, and do something which I learned from cricket, and which I gave for Sri Lanka cricket. And I'm happy with it. And I don't want to be a politician, and I just do what I like most.
Sri Lanka at the moment has a good bunch of talented youngsters. What do you see them doing in the Asia Cup and in the World Cup in Australia later on?
Um, Expectations so high in Sri Lanka, and it's going to be very tough. Now, when you compare with other countries has been doing really well. They are fit, they are strong, their mindset is totally different. But our guys are recently did really well against Australia and Pakistan. But we have a good chance. But if we play as a team, and if we believe we can do a better job for Sri Lanka cricket, and because we have so much talent, and the guys are doing really well, and I think if they believe themselves that they can do well, I'm pretty sure that they will do well in Asia Cup and the World Cup.
Any roles offered in the IPL?
uh, well, last year Lucknow was talking to me, and through Ground Flower, I think Andy was head coach, but didn't happen. But look forward to, and IPL was the game, in a different level, and I think even India is producing so many good cricketers through IPL, and look forward to work with any franchise near future.
I'm sure there'll be a lot of opportunities in the future for Chaminda Vaas. Vasi, thanks a lot for sparing your time and also chatting to us. It was great, as usual, talking to you.
Thank you, Raman. Thank you for inviting for your show, and I wish you all the success, and look forward to see you near future.
Of course, as far as the viewers are concerned, thank you for all your support and keep watching every episode of Wednesdays with WV. You can watch this show on the handles of Sportstar and The Hindu.